Advertising in Arizona, real estate is governed by strict laws and regulations designed to protect the public, ensure fairness, and uphold professional integrity. The Arizona Department of Real Estate, ADREA, through ARS Title 32, Chapter 20, and the Commissioner's Rules, R4-28-502, mandates that all advertising, whether for real estate, cemetery property, or membership camping, must be truthful, accurate, and supervised by a designated broker. This module emphasizes the broker's ultimate responsibility for all advertisements created by their licensees, the consequences of unlicensed or misleading advertising, the prohibition of discrimination in marketing, and the lawful exemptions permitted under the Arizona Civil Rights Act. The designated broker's supervisory responsibility is foundational to advertising compliance. Under R4-28-502F, the broker must review and approve every advertisement produced by salespersons, associate brokers, or teams within their brokerage. This includes print, digital, and social media marketing. Brokers are expected to maintain written policies and demonstrate reasonable supervision and control. Under R4-28-1103A to prevent false or misleading content. If a salesperson posts an ad omitting the brokerage name, misrepresents property information, or uses unverified claims, both the salesperson and the broker may be disciplined under ARS Section 32-2153A3 for misrepresentation or failure to supervise. Advertising without an active license or appearing to engage in licensed real estate activity through advertising is strictly prohibited under ARS Section 32-2122. The law forbids any person, firm, or entity from advertising real estate services without being properly licensed. Even suggesting the ability to help buy or sell property or using a brokerage logo without authorization can be interpreted as unlawful representation. Violators may face civil penalties up to $1,000 per violation, cease and desist orders, and potential criminal prosecution under ARS Section 32-2165A. Brokers who allow unlicensed individuals to advertise under their supervision can also face discipline under ARS Section 32-2153A13. This ensures that consumers deal only with qualified professionals who are subject to ADRE oversight and accountability. Misleading advertising remains one of the most common violations investigated by the ADRE. Under R4-28-502A, any false, exaggerated, or incomplete statement that creates a deceptive impression constitutes a violation, even if unintentional. Examples include misstating property features, using altered images without disclosure, or advertising guaranteed investment returns. In Arizona, Department of Real Estate v. Jones, 2008, a licensee was disciplined for advertising undeveloped lots as ready for construction, which the court found to be a material misrepresentation under ARS Section 32-2153A3. A DRE expects licensees to verify all information, avoid exaggeration, and ensure all advertisements reflect the true condition of the property and the professional status of the licensee. Advertising must also comply with federal and state fair housing laws, which prohibit discriminatory language or imagery. Under the Fair Housing Act, 42 U.S.C., Section 3604, Subsection C, and the Arizona Civil Rights Act. Article 4, Section 1491.22, it is unlawful to publish or display any advertisement that indicates a preference, limitation, or discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, disability, familial status, or national origin. In certain Arizona cities, such as Phoenix and Tucson, additional protected classes include sexual orientation, gender identity, and ancestry, violations may occur through seemingly neutral language, such as perfect for young professionals or ideal for Christian families, because such phrases imply exclusion. Even imagery that depicts only one demographic group may be interpreted as discriminatory. Licensees must ensure their advertisements are inclusive, factual, and focus solely on property features, not personal characteristics. The Arizona Civil Rights Act also provides limited exemptions that licensees must understand to correctly apply the law. Under ARS Section 41-149-1.04, housing for older persons is permitted if it complies with the Housing for Older Persons Act HOPA, requiring at least 80% occupancy by residents aged 55 or older, and the publication of policies showing intent to operate as an age-restricted community. Accessible housing exemptions allow properties designed for individuals with disabilities to be marketed based on accessibility features, provided advertisements focus on property characteristics rather than restricting who may live there. Lastly, affirmative marketing programs, authorized under ARS Section 41-149-1.25, allow developers and agencies to target underrepresented groups to promote inclusivity, such as outreach to veterans or low-income families for affordable housing programs. These programs must be structured to expand opportunity rather than limit it. In practical application, these advertising standards promote professionalism, transparency, and equality across Arizona's real estate industry. Brokers must establish clear internal policies for ad review, maintain documentation of approvals, and educate their agents regularly about ADRE compliance. Licensees should review every advertisement for accuracy, fairness, and inclusiveness before publication, ensuring that all materials reflect honesty, compliance, and respect for the consumer. Key points to remember: the designated broker holds final responsibility for all advertising under R4-28-502F and must exercise active supervision. Advertising without a valid license violates ARS Section 322122 and may result in fines, cease and desist orders, and criminal prosecution. Misleading advertising under ARS Section 32-2153A3 includes any false, incomplete, or exaggerated statement, even if unintentional. Discriminatory advertising based on protected classes violates 42 U.S.C. Section 3604C and ARS Section 41149.19, regardless of intent. Legal exemptions under the Arizona Civil Rights Act allow for housing for older persons, accessible housing, and affirmative marketing, provided they meet statutory requirements. Study tip: think of advertising compliance as the mirror of professionalism. Everything the public sees reflects your integrity and knowledge of the law. When reviewing an advertisement, ask, is it truthful? Is it clear? Does it invite everyone equally? Is it compliant with both ADRE and fair housing laws? By applying these questions consistently, you not only avoid violations, but also strengthen public confidence in your professionalism as an Arizona real estate licensee.